everyone? It's your girl Radioniy, and I'm back better than ever. You know, I've been gone for 2 weeks. It's like a back and forth thing. Like, you know, I do it, but I don't. You know, I'm still a teenager. I got a life, so. And it was my birthday, night game, like on the 26th.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. So today with me, I got official Shekeys.
Yeah,
so
yeah. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
So that's what's up. Okay, so what is your real name? Because obviously it's not Shekeys.
Right. My real name is Shekeys. Shekeys.
Shekeys. So like
yeah.
Shekeys or Shekeys.
Yeah.
So where you from?
Oakland.
Oakland.
The town. Yeah.
Which side?
MacArthur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how old are you?
18.
18. So did you just turn 18 or?
No, I turned 19 in May.
Oh, so you're sorry. What is it?
A Gemini.
Oh, you're bipolar.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you exactly do?
I sing, rap, write songs. I do all that.
So how long have you been doing each one? Or you are the
music? Well, writing has always been something I just always done. Like, you know, just when you just guys need something to write down, right. Just sad. I had a little diary when I was younger. I swear I did. Right. But yeah, just music wise, I've been doing music recording since I was like 15, 16.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like a sophomore, junior, like just always recording. Like just, you know, I come from a music inclined family, so like my uncle did music, so I just was like, let me just, you know, talk about.
So that's who inspired you to do music? Like, who pushed you, like, hey, you could sing, so you should start, you know, doing music, start writing, start rapping?
No one even, like, honestly, no one pushed me to do it. I just was like.
Oh, so it's like in your
It was always something that I just wanted to do. Because I always did, like, I played sports.
Oh.
Like, in my family, music wasn't you ain't getting nowhere doing that. You better play sports or you ain't getting into college. So, you know, I just always played sports. I was just like, this is boring. I don't want to do this no more. Like, I don't want to do it. Basketball up until like my sophomore year, and then track until like my junior year.
Okay.
And I was just like, I'm cool. I don't want to do it no more. I'm good. All that running, I'm cool. That's too much.
I did track too, but I quit because the way that my legs are set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And I mean, mind you, I got long legs, so it was like, you gonna do sports? No, I'm gonna do music.
Right. So do you think you have to uphold body standards once you make it big and stuff? Because, you know, everyone looks up to the, you know, Cardi B's, Nicki Minaj.
Right. Nah.
So are you worried about that once you get into the industry? Like, hey, you need to change how you look. Like, how would you handle that if someone said that to you?
I mean, honestly, I just feel like, am I allowed to cuss on here now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This
really?
is my show.
Fuck that.
Right.
Honestly, because I'm like, bro, I ain't never been thick. So, only I'm going to get thick is if I get some surgery, and I'm not going to do that. So,
right. So you wouldn't change, like, your style or nothing if they told you, like, for example, like, Ariana Grande, she was the sweet little girl.
Right.
You know? And then
exactly.
she changed it to, like, whoa.
Hell no, I just feel like that's fake. That's not how you've always been. Then it's just, and in my audience, people that really know me for real know I'm nothing like what I could change into. So it's like, ain't no point. And I'm like, you know, it is what it is.
Right. So what's your goal when you make it to the top? Like, what do you want to, like, what's the first thing you want to buy? Like, for example.
I'm buying my mama a house. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
That's the first thing, because she just never, I mean, I'm buying myself one too, but she's never felt like, you know, how it feels to own a house. Like, so I'm just like, I need you to give me that key. I'm gonna give you that key. It's cool.
So, with this generation of social media, especially, how is social media helping you with your music career, or has it helped anything at all?
It has. Social media is a great. Like, it's seriously, you can like promote anything. It is like, you gotta be careful what you post in there, because you don't know who watching, you know, like, exactly. I'm like, you need to watch who, especially me, you know, I gotta be professional or whatever, so people gotta watch me like, well, what's she doing?
Right.
But it's like, I really, you know, I don't care what I post in here, like, it is what it is.
That's true, but you know, some labels actually look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't post like nothing manny, like I don't post nothing stupid.
Late at night,
right? All that other stuff, I try to stay away from that. Like, y'all can do that. I can't post something like that. And I got family on here too, so it's like I gotta really watch everything I post. Is like me singing or promoting the thing, like I'm performing here, like.
So, like, I have different accounts. Like, I got a spam account, my main account, and I got a business account. So, do you have that too, or
no?
Just, like,
I got one. Yeah, it's funny. I got an Instagram for my dog. I really do, and I be like lurking on little people in there, like. I really do.
Dogs. What kind of dog is it?
It's a Chihuahua Terrier.
Chihuahua?
I hate Chihuahuas too, but he's super cute. He don't look like no Chihuahua. Cause I hate Chihuahuas. So like, they ugly and bark too much. No, but he cute.
Weak. Okay, so with official Shekeys, right? Mm-hmm. So what made you come up with that name? Like, you know.
For the longest, my Instagram was She Is I, and I was like, no, Shekeys just like, you know, it just fit me. Cause I'm like, I wanted like, you know, She is like the first thing that is my name, like Shekinah, and then Keys, I just feel like. That's my last name. It just hold weight to me because it's like, you know, I got the keys, like, to what I'm finna do. Like, you know, if anybody got it, I do. So.
Okay. So, who have you worked with so far, or you haven't worked with anyone yet?
Major, like, that's, like, known?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I worked with my, somebody that, DK, shout out DK. He live in the city. I mean,
I heard of him.
Yeah. He live in Oakland, but, like, he be in the city. Like, you know, he known out there, so I didn't work with him. Marcus, shout out Marcus. I worked with him. He in Pittsburgh. So otherwise, no, not really. Like not like that's really known for it. But I mean, I try to venture out and like work with people who I can, because I mean, collaborations is everything. Exactly. Networking is everything. Like for real.
So how are you promoting yourself besides social media? Like, are you going out your way to like maybe do performances? Like, do you have any performances coming up? Or
performances March 17th in Oakland. Ooh, okay. I mean, is it Oakland? No, it's in the city. It's messed up. It's in the city at Green Door. Yeah.
So like, what are you doing? Like, are you singing, rapping, both? Or?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Because I'm like, you know, rapping, it's not something I came out doing. I really, like, am a singer. But rapping is just, it's fun to me. So, I feel like a whole other person when I start rapping. Like, really. Like, I really feel like Cardi. I swear to God I do. I feel like Cardi, Nicki, all that. Like, for real, for real.
So who are you compared to as a singing-wise, or who do you think you're compared to?
Singing-wise, I wouldn't even compare myself to nobody, seriously. Like, I mean, like, as far as, like, what I'm doing, like, singing and rapping, I compare myself to Tink or Dreezy. But, like, just singing, I really feel like I got my own sound. Like, you know, it's people I listen to that I try to, you know, not mimic, but everybody got a certain, like, you know, sound that they listen to. But I don't feel like I sound like nobody.
Okay. No. So what kind of sound would you describe yourself in 3 words?
R&B, hip-hop, and...
You know the third word?
Third one. Soul. There we go.
Okay. For me, when I listen to you, I think you sound like her a little bit. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Like,
really? That's a compliment. Thank you.
I just was like, oh, that sounds like her, you know? Because her's from Oakland, too. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
I definitely had to look her up. I was like, where is this girl from? She'll never show her face, none of her pictures. Like, I was like, I had to know where she was from. Yeah, she's definitely from Oakland.
Right. Would you do that, though? Like, not show your identity? Because some, you know how stuff is based off of looks now? So, like, would you do that to, like, maybe just people pay attention to your talent? Even though technically you're not doing that now.
Right. I mean, the way she came out like that was super dope, because it's like knowing it's tripping off like how she looks. Like, you can see like overall her body, but you know, like her face is, you really like tune into the music. Me, it's just like what you see is what you get. Like, what you see me in person, I am how I am on social media. Like, you know, I'm a lot more fun in person, but you know.
Okay, so I see how you'll be, you know. So do you produce music also, or no? You have producers?
I do have producers. I be getting beats off YouTube too, but like I did. I made a couple of my beats for my songs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to venture out, because like I feel like I'm the type of person, I'm really independent. Like, I don't like asking people for stuff. I don't like, you know, asking for help. I mean, you know, that's cool. You gotta ask for help, but if I can do it on my own, I'm definitely gonna find a way to do it on my own. Like, I am.
So, do you want to stay an independent artist forever, or do you want to be under a label, and which one?
Independent right now, it kind of sucks because you gotta spend your own money. Like, I'd rather spend somebody else's. Nah, but for real, if I was to be signed to a label, it's definitely TDE off tops. Kendrick Lamar, go crazy. SZA, I want to meet her so bad. Like, for real.
Working together.
No, definitely.
Very dope. So, like, do you consider yourself slept on? Like,
I'm slept on for sure. Like, man, I swear. It's crazy because, like, people that I know in the music industry is so, like, high up there. I could use connections, but like I said, I don't like asking for help. Like, I don't.
That can help, but at the same
I mean, you know, like, I don't like nobody feeling like I'm using it for clout. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my character. I like, you know, I'd rather help somebody than ask for help. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I know I gotta, you know, get up there to end up getting it. But, you know.
Right. Because in this business, I mean, it's good to be independent, but it also depends who you know, because that can help you out a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. So, yeah. So, what is a message that you convey in your music? Like, when you write lyrics and stuff, like, what is your message behind that?
All my music is sad, and I hate
sad?
it. Yes.
Some people are feeling sometimes.
Right, I'm like, bruh, I swear, all my music is about relationships. I mean, it's not like, it ain't all super sad, but it's like, I mean, it's real life situations. I don't talk about nothing that I've never been through, so every lyric is something that I've been through, for real.
Mm-hmm. So you've mostly been heartbroken for most of your time.
Yes, and it sucks. It's like, as a singer, as an R&B artist, you're closed into, like, being sad. Like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, they all sad. Like, all of them is talking about heartbreak, and I hate that. That's why the song, like my song, Not a Love Song, I'm not talking about a heartbreak. I'm talking about a dude, but it's like, you know, it's more than just that. Like, it's I'm tired of being my feelings. I'm tired of that. I'm trying to get up there. Period. It's about the money.
I was like, you gotta have one savage song where, you know, these
period.
Out here,
you hear me? I'm like, bro, we trying to uplift females. We're not trying to be sad. Like, fuck these niggas. Period. Like, for real.
So, like, how do you have any haters or not really?
Everybody got haters. I'm pretty sure I do, cause niggas really be hating on me for real. But I mean,
how do you deal with that?
Negative, like, comments, I really put, cause I mean, I know I'm the shit. I don't care. I don't care. I know I'm the shit. Like, people can tell me, like, oh, you know, I didn't have some people tell me I need to stop doing music. I can't sing and this and that. I'm like, bruh, I blocked that out, cause it's just like, I know I can sing. Like, you're not finna tell me I can't. Like, it's something I've been doing. Like, all negative comments, I just ignore. Like, no.
So how did you build up that confidence? Like, were you ever bullied or something? Or like,
I definitely was. I used to be bullied for being tall. I used to be bullied for being tall. It was like, you too skinny. I'm like, hey, look, I can't do nothing to change that but eat. Like, it don't go nowhere, so.
So, with performances wise, right, where do you really want to perform at, like, one day? Like, where's that main stage that you just want to perform at?
Oracle Arena.
Ooh,
I swear. I really want to, like, just be in my own, like, my own town, for real, for real. I mean, definitely New York, like, you know, just, I want to perform other places, but Oracle, that's so dope, like, just being in my own city, like, for real, for real.
Do you consider yourself a Bay Area artist? Because, you know, some people derive from that name, because it's like, once you say you're a Bay Area artist, you usually stay in the Bay, mostly because sometimes it's colorism too in it. Like, this girl named, what's her name? I forgot. But, you know, K-Mine, not really that big, but she's from the Bay. But Kehlani's super huge because she light skinned or something. Who knows? So, like, how do you think you could, you know, stay away from that, if that makes sense?
Yeah. I mean, overall, I really do. I represent the Bay to the fullest. This is where I'm from. This is where I claim. I mean, I definitely feel like at Bay Area, we don't support each other at all.
That's true.
Like, it's really hard for us to come out of it. I'm like, we all do. We the shit, really. Oakland is lit. On the vibe, when you even step in Oakland, it's just, you feel it. You feel home. You feel like family. It's like, you know, people talk hella shit about Oakland, talk hella shit about the city, but when you step into places like Oakland, the city, Berkeley, like, you feel good. So it's like, it's a vibe.
Right.
Anybody that's ever met me told me, it was like anybody that's ever met me, like, outside of the Bay Area, I go to LA or something, like, where are you from? Like, where, like, you just got a vibe to you. I'm like, from the Bay.
Talk or something. I don't even know. It's just like, they were like,
you're not from here. You're not from here. I'm like, hey, look, like, it is what it is.
Right. So, like, how do you stand out? Like, how do you think, like, why do you think that you should get, you know, signed or stuff? Or, like, why do you think that you should be on top, you know?
I feel like I bring a whole different, sound, like, a vibe. Because, I mean, growing up, I ain't grow up on this, like, this generation now is ass. Period. This generation is ass. I grew up listening to Erykah Badu, like, really, like, Lauryn Hill, like, real music for real. Like, all this rap now, honestly, is trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, real rap to me is like Nas, Tupac, like Common, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Like, they are rap, like, for real. Like, all this, I'm sorry, Young Thug, I don't rock with him. Like, anybody that sound like him, that's what we go crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's definitely like,
right.
It's the same stuff over and over again. We need more Tupacs. Exactly. We need more Erykah Badu's. We need all that. Like, but our generation gonna fail if we don't have that.
Yeah, but everyone's stuck at the mumble rapping, and most people have writers now. So it's just like, well, this is what's popping now, so you need to stick to it. Basically, say simple words and make sure that the beat is cool. You know?
No, I hate that. Like, you gotta go against that. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm never gonna conform to nothing. Like, I don't know. No one's gonna be able to tell me, oh, you need to do this. I'm like, why? Like,
yeah, but what they say that's what sells. Like, not just because of your body or looks or anything, but also about like your music. Because you said like it's mostly in your feelings and it's deep, right? That was mostly in the 90s where it was acceptable. Exactly. Now it's just like everyone's be calling bitches and niggas and stuff, and then you be like, oh, I'm popping.
No.
Like, you know.
I mean, that's cool. Like, you know, you want to feel like that, but I would never like change to try to be like that. If it comes, it comes. I definitely got, like, you know, it's a lot of songs I ain't put out that sound like that. I mean, because I'm trying to make work on my next mixtape. I already got my EP out. Next up, yeah, that's out.
Okay.
I do. My EP is out. Next up, that was out December 31st.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud. Catch me on there.
So is that your first EP or you have more?
That was my first one. I was so like,
and it hit.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. So like, how does it feel to be kind of known? Like, people know you now, like a little bit.
It's a little nerve wracking. I was like, ugh, y'all know who I am. I'm so like, really like, I mean, I talk a lot, but I'm really closed off. I'm really closed off. Like, I don't like nobody like in my space. Like, I like being left alone. Like, for real.
Right. Have you had any fans, like, you know, try to come and take pictures with you or something?
In Berkeley, it was Manny. It was Manny.
Really?
Like, I know, like, it was weird, because I'm like, bruh, don't nobody know me? Like, why are you coming up to me? Like, no. Right. They had seen me on, like, they see me at a show in the city, and they was like, oh, we seen you, and I was like, what?
How you see me?
Where you from? What? Where you from? They was like, do I know you? I'm like, no, you don't. Like, I don't know you. But it was weird. And I do, like, walkthroughs at the mall, like, you know, Fairfield and stuff.
Right.
And people see me out there, it was like, aren't you she? Like, you a singer, right? I was like, yeah. Like, that's kind of weird.
Right. Okay, I see you popping out, you know. You gotta just show them, be like, this is me. So,
definitely.
Yeah. With me, though, no one knows me. I'm just, you know, behind. Everyone knows my voice or something. I mean, off of Instagram, I show my face.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, I'm behind the scenes. Plus, I don't have 2 cameras. So, that's
right.
So, what is your backup career if this music thing doesn't turn out? And are you in this for the money, too, at the same time? Because that's what keeps the world going.
Right. I mean, I feel like money gonna be there. Money's always gonna be there. Because once you got it, what you gonna do with it? I definitely want the money, but it's like, when I get it, what am I gonna do with it? What you spend it on? Right. Because you can spend money just how you get it. Like, no, I'm not just in it for the money. Because it's something I love doing. I'd do it if I wasn't getting paid. Like, seriously.
This is what I'm doing. I'm not getting paid for this
at all.
So, like, do you think right now where you're at, it's basically just practice until you make it big?
Definitely. I be doing open mics left and right. I'm like, that's all practice. I'm like, mind you, I pay for open mics. So it's like, I'm putting my money into what I want to do. Like, I don't get paid for shows. I don't get paid to do none of that. Like, no, so
you just love to get your music out there.
Yeah, I'm like, I just want to be like, no, I'm not like, you know, I'm not money hungry. I'm definitely chasing a bag.
Right.
But you know, like, it's just, the money always gonna be there. You gotta work to get it. And you lose it just as fast as you worked for it. Like, no. So it's like, no.
So do you have, like, any backup careers in mind, or this is just your main thing? This is what you're always going to do? Like, for me, I don't have a backup plan yet. I wish I did, but I don't.
I mean, I really don't. I don't like having a backup plan because in my head, it's like, if you got a backup plan, you're not solely focused on what you're trying to do. This has always been my dream, like playing basketball, all through like all them practices I was writing. Like, no, if I was injured, I'm writing music. So it's like it was always something I was drawn to. Like a backup plan, no. Like school, hey, everybody can stay in school, but that's not for me. I'm in college right now, but that's just something for me to, so I don't feel like I'm just only doing music. I'm not just being not being productive. Yeah. But yeah.
I feel it. I mean, do you think you should also study business too? So just in case if you do get signed, right? You know the business side of it, so you don't get to play like TLC, for example. You know, they got play for their music. It's just like.
No, I'm definitely going to school for music engineering. Like, I want to be behind the scenes. I want to be like a producer and all that other stuff. I definitely want to open up my own studio. Like, yeah, I was going to school. Yeah, I'm majoring in recording arts and I'm minoring in business.
Okay.
Cause I definitely want to own my own studio. I want to own my own dance studio, recording studio, hair salon. Like, I really I want to have more than, I want to leave the earth with a purpose. I want people to know who I am, not just off my music, but to know, like, you know, I offered the world something. Like.
So you do hair also, right?
Yeah.
Like, so do you do that like a lot or just to family members or something?
I used to do it a lot, but it's just like music is really my main focus, so I don't push it as hard. People that know me know I do hair. Be like, oh, can you do my hair for me? I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't post and be like, oh, I do hair. Hit me a friend. Like, no, that ain't. I leave that to people that really like to do hair for real. But I mean, it's fun. Like, it's fun to do. Like, I just
So like studio time. Like, how long does it take you, or to write a song, or like to sing your verse or whatever, or you're a perfectionist, like you need to get it right?
I just feel like you can't perfect art. Art is just like, you can't. Art is just like a painting would be like a couple brush strokes, and it's like people will buy that. So it's like, you know, you can't perfect that. What it is what it is. When I get in there, I mean, I definitely like want to make sure what I'm saying is what I'm trying to say, but if it just come, it come. Once it flow, I know it's good. Like, it's no better than, you know, when it flow.
Right. So, one last question, because I have other people, I'm sorry.
It's good.
So, what is some advice that you would give to someone who is an upcoming artist?
Work hard. Work hard. You gotta, like, if no one believes in you, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta push yourself before anybody else can. If you don't believe in you, no one's gonna believe in you.
Right.
Like, for real, for real.
Okay, y'all, so we finna come back. What's up, everyone? I'm back, Radioniy, and today with me I got Moneymaka and Yajj, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, where y'all from?
We're both from Oakland.
Hey, answer for yourself.
Oh, so where are you guys from?
Oakland.
I'm from Oakland too.
So, which side are you guys from?
Remember East Side.
Oh, same. Okay. So, how old are you guys?
Shit, I'm about to be legal, man. I'm about to be 18.
Yep.
Oh, you too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how long have you guys, like, are you guys, like, partners, or, like, you guys are both independent artists, you know, but y'all just kind of work together?
We're both independent artists, but we work together because we've been making music together for a minute, so we collab well. And so we collab on recently, like, lyrical content, but we started off, like, just producing together.
Right.
Yeah, we got our group, though. It's called MGP, so we kind of...
So what does that stand for?
Most gifted players.
Okay, I see.
Yep.
Right.
All female group.
Oh, so it's all female. So how do you guys dominate this male industry in a way? Because
man, you just, I mean, everybody's saucy regardless, like, whether it's female or male. I just feel like you gotta push your music out more.
Definitely, you gotta advocate for yourself, because ain't nobody gonna advocate for you.
And you gotta push for your shit for real. You gotta put it on thick, like, when you say female, like, like, you gotta be like, man, I'm a female, this a female producer, or this a female engineer, oh, bet she a female rapper? Yeah, bet, like.
You gotta push just as hard, bruh. But it's...
So which one have you guys been doing longer, rapping, and you do singing too, right? But rapping, singing, or producing, or they were all in the same time?
I've been writing and singing. I started off singing when I was younger, and writing songs, and then that led me to rapping, which led me to producing. So, yeah.
I think my whole life, I mean, at first how I got into here, I wanted to be a DJ hella bad, and then I just started producing. Like, I've been producing damn near for years now. Like, since I've been in middle school, I was always just messing around, like, on GarageBand or something like that, and then I really started getting into it when I got to youth radio. So I'll probably say producing.
Okay, so how long have you been at youth radio for?
Probably like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
3-4 years.
So you use their studio, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you worked at any other studios?
We recently did different furs up in San Francisco. Who's working on something for Kaylani.
Wait, hold up. Y'all know Kaylani?
I'm not gonna play.
No, I'm just saying, y'all know her? Or like,
I mean,
just sending a beat?
I don't know her personally, but we all in the same circle.
Oh.
Yeah, we network with like a lot of people in that area. Like, we network with her manager and shit, and like other artists like that are like kind of came from the same circle. So we were mixing a track for her.
Oh, okay. I see y'all doing big things. So, do you guys consider yourself slept on, or like?
I definitely consider my. Oh, I keep trying to cuss. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's my show.
I can cuss on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we can take my jacket off.
Yeah, cleared up is mine. So.
I definitely consider myself slept on. Like, motherfuckers, half the people don't even know who I am, but I'm still doing big things. Like, I'm still trying to get out there. But once people hear my shit, like, they like, wow, like, man, I just reached out to Lil Kayla. I'm doing, you feel me? I'm working with her or whatever. And she said, you feel me? Like, I've been sleeping on you. You raw as fuck. Like, you feel me? Once I get out there, I'm going to get out there. But I'm definitely slept on right now.
I feel like people definitely sleep because they don't know who we are really.
Right.
And I feel like, especially in the music business, people don't really like to give other people another chance. Like, we're listening to music and shit like that. Like, I've experienced that firsthand, so I already know how it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like it doesn't bother me as much because, like, we know the talent that we possess, and we know that as long as we work, like, we gonna get our exposure. So, of course, people sleeping on us now.
Right.
But that's okay because they're gonna wake up. So, I'm not even tripping.
But, like, you know, with you being slept on and everything, like, you doing big things, and does social media help with that at the same time? Like, did it help?
I feel like it played a certain part. I mean, because not everybody really, and especially in the Bay Area, not everybody really connected.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I just heard Woo Woo song on her story, you feel me? I'm finna DM her about this story, like, you feel me? Something like that. That's how I be trying to throw my little thing in there, like, hey, this slap, you feel me? Type N-word.
I feel like it helped me get my music farther than the Bay Area because I find that I have listeners and supporters from different states and different countries and shit like that. So that's where I feel like the social media aspect really helps because it allows me to advocate for myself on a platform and then it allows other people to engage with me, you know? So I feel like as an artist, you should be connected with the people who support you. So that's how I like to use my handle. Like, the people who support me, who fuck with me, you know, they put me on shit because they want to see me exceed and they want me to keep making music. So I feel like that's been a lot of help.
So what is some challenges that you guys both are going through right now at the moment to, like, reach to the top? Like, what is standing in your way or nothing? Like, everything's going cool right now.
Man, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I feel like it's really my age. I mean, motherfuckers. I mean, I'm about to be legal. I'm about to be 18, but I still can't even be doing nothing. I mean, like,
Duh, we can't.
You know what I mean? Like, until I hit that age, it's all no. You gotta be 18. You gotta sign. You feel me? You gotta
like,
be
we do
above age to sign
but
paperwork
we
and
still
shit.
Are very limited.
Yeah,
hella limited.
I feel it because I just turned 17, but people.
Oh, you slow, baby. You got a year to go.
Don't nobody take us serious when you're under 18. That's why. But that's why I feel like we gotta push harder too at the same time because we were so young doing this shit for real. Like we really doing this shit.
Right.
So you can't really. Our age don't mean nothing. You can't tell us shit. When
I feel like
it's
it's all in your head. It's all this age shit is only in your head. Like, man, if you really out here doing what you're doing, you out here working, man. Age shouldn't even matter. Like, oh,
it should be about your grind.
Exactly. Woo grinding right now or whatever. Like, I'm gonna go fuck with her. Right. I'm gonna go fuck with him. Like, like that. I don't like Lil Pump, man. But Lil Pump is 16 out here making meals.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I was just like, dang. Like, he was basically my age. Like, what? And he out here like making moves and stuff.
Yeah.
So, who have you not worked with that you really want to work with? Like, in the future. They don't have to be from the Bay. They can be anywhere, you know.
I personally, I'm real Bay Area. I can't see myself leaving, but if I have to, I'll probably go to LA. So, man, I would have to say I want to mess with YG and all them for sure.
Okay. So, do you guys both consider yourself as a Bay Area artist? When you say this title, most likely people out here, like, they just stay in that category sometimes. Like, they don't like to reach out, go to New York or something, or Atlanta. So do you guys only consider yourself a Bay Area artist?
Not in that aspect. Like, when I say that, I mean that I'm an artist from the Bay. I'm influenced by the Bay because this is my community, this is where I'm from, this is what influences my music and my everyday life, my thinking, all of that. Like, I'm from here, so I'm an artist from here. But not in the sense of, like, in 20 years, I'm going to still be on the corner, like, listen to my mixtape. Like, no, that's not what it is.
I feel like it's weird because like everybody in the Bay got their own style, so it's only so much that you could do with that style. But I feel like if you really try and push it and network with people all around, people of course, it's gonna be people that fuck with any type of music. Like,
right.
if you look, we got all this mumble rap going on,
exactly.
and now everybody is on that shit. So could you imagine, maybe Bay Area, the new wave? I mean, we been the wave. You feel me? Like, everything came from the Bay. Right. Lit, hyphy movement, Mac Dre, all these motherfuckers, they all got it from us. So they better not forget where they're getting it from. Like,
right. Exactly. So, do you think? Speaking of the hyphy movement, did you see that SOB comment?
Yes, I sure did.
What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I feel like you can't.
I don't feel like they have the right to put their title on that because they didn't create it.
Exactly.
Like to say, what did they exactly say? They said that like they created the new
hyphy movement. We're stuck on that old hyphy stuff. Basically.
I just feel like
that shit ain't never gonna die, bro.
Right. Hyphy ain't never died. Like, we still getting. I'm from the East. I'm still getting hyphy out here. You still slapping the shit at the side shows and everything.
You're a young nigga coming up and your success, you feel me?
Don't let it get to your head.
Yeah, don't let that shit get to your head because
that's where they
at the end of the day, the Bay Area legendary artists are never gonna die. You're never gonna be able to. I mean, not saying that they're never gonna be able to trump that because I don't know what they got planned for the future. Right. But you can't be trying to shit on some legends, bro.
I'm a kick.
Like that's just hella disrespectful. And you from out here, so you should know better.
So do you think you could consider yourself not as a legend, but you could put the title? Like, when you get big and stuff, like, you can put the title on yourself, like, I'm a legend because I did this. Or no, you have to earn that name.
I really don't think. I feel like you really got to earn it. Like, then Tupac, E40, Biggie, everybody earned that spot. Everybody was out here doing it for real. And I just feel like if you out here doing it, but you're not really popping like that, like everybody know who E40 is. Right. And E40 real OG. So I feel like he could for surely say he a legend. Like, nigga, I did all this. Excuse my language. Okay, let me just stop.
I feel like it's more than just the music though. Like music is a very important part of being an artist, but I feel like what makes you a legend is how you connect to other people and how you connect to your fan base and how you influence the other people that like the people who listen to your music and give them a reason to listen to it, you know? So, I mean, I feel like for us, like, that whole hyphy shit gets us through a lot of shit, and with a lot of stuff that goes on down here with, like, police brutality and the gun violence and all of that type of shit, that is therapeutic, and it helps people to turn up and be happy with the people that they love, you feel me? Exactly. So I feel like being a legend, I feel like there's certain success, but it doesn't have to do necessarily with your level of success, but like the people that you touch, you feel me? Right. Like just how much you inspire the other people around you, like outside, in and outside of your music.
So do you guys want to be an independent label or do you guys want to be under a label? Which one?
Ideally, I would love to be an independent label and be able to create a label under myself and be able to help up and coming artists. But I feel like before I do that, I have to work on my artistry. Right. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to be a part of a label, you know, because there are pros and cons to all of that shit. So I don't really know. I would have to do my research low key. Right. But
you know the business side and everything.
Yeah. Like that's another thing I'm trying to get. That's like 80% of the music industry is the business. So that's what we've been really focusing on. Like we already know we got the talent, but we need to now really know what we're doing so that we don't get fucked over. Because we done seen people like TLC. We done seen people like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like we need to be smarter than that. We need to be
Right.
smarter than that. And so I feel like with us gaining that information as women and knowing that shit for ourselves is going to help us a lot in our career. So that if we want to, we'll have the information now we need to be able to start our own label and know all of the business aspects that go behind that.
Oh yeah, my bad. I would probably say if I had to, like if I just happened to have got discovered by a label, I would probably either say Def Jam, like somewhere in LA area, Def Jam, Interscope, something like that. But like she said, I'm also trying to do my own little label. Like I don't know. I feel like it's something I should really go to school for because I definitely want to explore the business or whatever. Definitely. And I feel like the label is the way to go. You feel me? I'm not going. I want to see all my people on, and I feel like the Bay Area is not really the best place for that because all we really do, excuse me, everybody, okay, like all we really do is. All Bay Area motherfuckers be knocking each other down. We don't help nobody get up. I feel like that's why Atlanta, everybody in Florida and shit is hella strong because they lift each other up. Everybody on whatever Bay Area is just like, okay, your shit slap. that's it. It's
right.
whatever, like.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, like, I love the band will always be home and everything. But
it's very competitive.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, it's a lot of competition. So, what makes you guys stand out? Since it's a lot and it's just the way it is, what makes y'all stand out?
I feel like I stand out because I speak about things that are important to me, and I feel like I advocate for folks who can't advocate for themselves. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I know a lot of people have told me, and I know that like the more people that I reach, like a lot of people are going to be able to relate to that. Mm-hmm. So that's always been my biggest thing. Like even when I was writing songs in elementary school, I'm like, I need to write some shit that other people can relate to. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's what draws a lot of people in. And I mean, I know there's a lot of female rappers out here right now, and there's a lot of people coming up doing like really amazing things.
Right.
And I fuck with that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like even though we're not where we want to be, our drive is getting us there slowly but surely. Like we doing new shit every day. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like moving in silence type shit, like you feel me?
Right.
We working on our craft every day. Mm-hmm. If we not writing, we in the studio or this, that, and the third. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's really right now what's gonna bring that up is just the drive and the ambition to keep going. Because, you feel me, there's a lot of days where I don't feel like getting up and going to the studio, even though I love the studio. Mm-hmm. It's just certain shit I just don't want to do every day. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I feel like the fact that we put in that real time and we put in that real effort, that's what really makes us stand out. Like, when we was coming here, we were the first people here, the last people to leave.
Hell yeah.
And that was like for what, 2 years, bro?
Hell yeah, man.
Like they would have to kick. They still be trying to kick us out.
They gotta kick. You gotta lift my ass up out the door for me to leave. Like I ain't leaving. Hell no. Right. I'm getting what I need. But I feel like what make me stand out in the Bay. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's my style, man. Like, I'm a female. I ain't getting, shout out to my people, all my allies. I ain't getting nothing, but, like, I just got that certain style. Like, people be looking at me like, oh, shit, she, look at that female over there. She got gold slugs. Her shit shining. Look at her with her chain and her little jacket and her shoes and shit. Oh, bet she produced, she engineered. Oh, yeah, she out here doing it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like ain't nobody got the style as me, and ain't nobody really, they can't carry themselves like how I carry myself.
Do what she do.
Yeah, like, I look like I belong in the industry with all the shit that I do and all the stuff I say and all the shit I wear. I feel like I just got that mentality. I bring it to life every day.
I feel it. So, do you think, do you guys have any backup plans? Like, just in case this doesn't work out, or you guys eat, sleep, breathe this, as you already said before. But do you have any backup plans? Because I personally don't. Like, this is all I know. This is what I love to do. So
I would pretty much say this is my plan. Like, I don't want to do nothing else like this. But the only way that I could do something else is if it pertained to doing something like this. Like I don't know. I would probably. Man, if I had to, like, last resort, I would probably be like a music lawyer or something like that, because I fuck with the justice system and, like, everybody getting justice and doing people right and shit like that, so I think I could probably be a lawyer if I wanted to.
Okay.
If I wanted to.
I don't want to. Like she said, I feel like this is my plan. Like, everything that I'm doing right now is to further my career in music and to build myself as an artist. But, you know, with the whole school shit, like, I've always been hella interested in psychology. And so I've been pretty much studying that since I was in middle school. So it's always really been music and psychology. So, but I feel like even if I don't do music directly and I do psychology, I would still have to do something like involved in music and psychology, like music therapy or some shit. Because, like, I already know what I'm doing. Like, and once I, you know, get a certain degree, my certain salary, whatever the case may be, you know, I still plan to buy all of my music equipment and continue to further my shit.
Okay. So what is your main career goal out of your career? Like, if you make it big, like, do you want it for the money, the fame, both, or, you know?
I feel like that's a tricky question because I was talking to my sister about that. Like, with the whole fame, that don't seem too hot, to be honest. Like, I don't like people in my business. I don't like when people look at me in public. I don't like people. Like, the only place I'm cordial is at my job. You feel me? When I'm being polite on the street. I feel like the fame, I could care less, honestly. My main motive is to do for others what music did for me. Like, you don't necessarily have to know what I look like as long as I made you feel something, you feel me? Of course, I want to be, I want to be rewarded for my the work that I put in. Right. So yeah, I do want to get paid. Like I'm trying to buy my mom and my dad a house for my 7 siblings. You feel me? But I feel like that's not necessarily the main focus. Like I just really want respect on my name, and I just want to be recognized for what I love and the work that I put in.
I was really about to say, I mean, well, shit, my name Moneymaka, so of course I'm able to know who I am and what I do. Like, I don't want to go unheard. I feel like that's why motherfuckers out here, it's like, the Bay Area got so many talented people, but they all are slept on, they all go unheard. So I feel like that's really what my main goal is to be, push my shit out. I want everybody to know who I am. I don't necessarily want the fame. I could give a fuck about that shit. Like, all the problems that come with that shit, drugs, this, that, and the fifth, arguments, I don't need none of that shit. I just want people to know who I am and what I do.
I feel like we've grown up, like, seeing artists and what they go through with all this fame shit. And it's just, like, it don't look fun. Like, of course, the Met Gala and shit like that. Like, I would love to just be extravagant, go to the Grammys and do all of that. Like, that shit sounds fun, but I just feel like when you're an artist, it's hard to really be such a public figure because there are so many people, not necessarily pleased, because I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to do what makes me happy and what makes me comfortable. And that's the thing about me. I personally don't care about what other people have to say about me. I just don't like when people come out of their place. Right. But it's just like, that's not necessarily the goal. Like, I know there's some people who do, like, want that fame and all of that, but I feel like that's something I could do without. Because I feel like that shit can really tarnish your soul at a certain point, and especially with that shit being so overwhelming, that's how people get into drugs, and that's how people really lose their way. So I feel like she said, like, just being heard is more important than people know who you are when you walking down the street, you know? Like, there's a difference between people liking you because you're famous and them liking you because, you know, you have some type of impact on them, you feel me? Like, just back to the respect shit. Like, we just want that respect. And if you can know me enough and build that respect with me and just respect me for what I do and for what I push forward through my music, then that's all I'm really asking for.
I feel okay. Just so spoken word. I just love it. Like, so my last question. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta cut to it. And so what is some advice that you could give to an upcoming person who wants to make it and stuff? I mean, you guys are making it kind of. So what is some advice that you could give to a younger version of yourself or something?
Spread your wings now. Learn how to do all the shit that you want now, because this motherfuckers really out here like doing shit, going to college to do this shit, and they don't really, you feel me, like college ain't really got the right resources for them to really be successful in that shit. Not saying nothing about no colleges, you feel me, because I'm about to go to college, but reach your arms out. You gotta learn how to do stuff yourself. Like, you gotta be reckless with it. That's what I would really say. If you don't trust your talent enough, just take that leap of faith right there and just go ahead and do it. Like, don't think twice about it, because thinking twice is what's gonna make you say, oh, okay, maybe I don't really like this song, or maybe I don't want to do this now, or something like that. Just always take that leap, because you never know what's gonna happen in life. You never know who's gonna fuck with you, or who's pulling for you, or what's really gonna happen, if you gonna get signed or something. Like, just always wish for the best and take that leap, take that jump.
I feel like what I've seen a lot is that it's really important to gain confidence in yourself. Like, that's really important as an artist, because there are people looking at you from the outside in who don't see what you see. So I feel like in order to really thrive and succeed, you need to be comfortable enough and confident enough to advocate for yourself. Like when we meet people who are on, you feel me, we approach them in a professional manner, because, like, you know, it's just about
fangirl. They're not gonna respect you like that.
Like, you gotta just it's really about the way that you carry yourself. Like, of course, anybody could learn how to produce, anybody could learn how to play the piano, you feel me?
Carry
but
yourself
it's really
like
about the way you carry yourself.
Like, you doing it. You an artist up here. That's how we carry ourselves. We carry ourselves like, you feel me, everybody gonna respect me because I'm an artist just like you. You know what I bleed. Like, I'm gonna give you the same type of shit I'm gonna give the next motherfucker out there.
That's the only way people are really gonna take you serious, is if you're just confident and driven. You know, I see a lot of people who have all these talents and they just don't allow themselves to be great. So that's what I would say, because nobody's going to hold you back more than yourself. Like, I know there are people, and of course we're blessed to be in an area, in a community where we have the resources. I understand not everybody has those resources, but regardless, you have to realize that you have to be confident enough to work with what you got, and confident enough to know that you're enough and that you're gonna get better. You feel me? Like, even when shit is rocky, you have to understand that it's a process for all the shit. So you just have to really be like one with yourself, so that you don't get too caught up, and that you could really push through all that shit. Because, you know, people gonna tell you no, this, that, and the third, but you gotta know that your shit is, you know, it is what it is.
Alright, so that was all with Moneymaka and Yajj. So I loved it. Like, that was really dope.
That was fun.
So, what song do you want me to play?
Rochambeau.
Oh my god.
Play No Slacking.
Okay.
Oh, yep.
Is it on yours?
Yeah, it's in my likes.
Oh, in your likes.
Yeah, this is actually gonna be me and also Visionary Brianna.
Okay, let me see.
And I really hope she got my food because it's outside.
I'm happy.
I just seen Janai come in. Can we look to go get some food after this?
Yeah.
You said Bang Gang or?
No Slacking. It's in my likes. On my thing.
Oh, here we go. I was like, where is it? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I produced this and I'm on it too.
Okay.
No, it's like it.
Thank y'all.
Hey, yo, Moneymaka, run that bell.
You can stop it.
This one.
You know, I mean, you should.
Walk in the car like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the party like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the function like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the house like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you really brought it back. I'm 19 now, how the fuck you like that? I didn't take your nigga and fuck your bitch too. I go both ways, but you already knew that. Most gifted players always ready to run a track. You ain't us cause you ain't us, that's a God given fact. Had to bring it back cause they heard that shit slap. If you shaking that ass, then I know it's a black. If you really want beef, follow me on IG. I'll sell you the ham, turkey for the cheap. Had a real low cost cause I know it's hard to eat. In 2018, I'ma be charging your fee. I'm a broke starving artist when I gotta eat too. Got a mic for that ass if you got an issue. You looking kinda sick, I chew. I love food, I do. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the club like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the function like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the party like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walk in the house like really what's happening. Fill my P's up, P-I-M to the P. And if you slide to the party, then you best know me. I'm making money, bitch, I stack my check. And rest in peace to the Mac, we up the blazers and hand. Yeah, these niggas hating on me cause I'm doing it. Yeah, we bringing hypey back, bitch, we pursuing it. And I don't know another bitch that can do it like me. I got a mouth full of gold, is when I say cheese. You ain't talking about the money, then you lost it. Don't swing that way. Breezy, get this busy off me. You ain't smoking, you ain't talking, that's why I stay coughing. Sparking cooks every day until I'm in that coffin. Hey, little baby, what's happening? Baby, look at all this money I'm attracting. Hey, my shit nice, bitch, I'm slapping. And we done brought this shit back, no slacking. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walking in the club like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walking in the party like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walking in the function like really what's happening. No slacking, bitch, you make shit happen. Walking in the house like really what's happening. Little bitch, we brought this shit back.
Oh my mother.
Hey, Moneymaka, run that bell.